The future is in the past. So I've been telling my friends and family that, you know what, it's about what happened to you, not what will happen to you that defines you. It's about what you're going to do. It's about what you have done, not what you're going to do, that defines you. Same applies when you are being transferred from a certain place to another. They check your background, not what you're going to do. If you're a teacher going to another school, it's about what you have done, what you have achieved, not what you're going to achieve, because no one knows tomorrow, but everyone knows the past. So that's the future. The past is trapped in the future. And what only you need to do is to focus on the past. Fix tomorrow by fixing yesterday. So I've been telling people, hi guys, my name is Willone, and that's why today we are joined on this show, Untold Reality Stories, with the most beautiful Popina Khumanda. She has been stronger and has been fixing other queens. Beautiful queen is in the house right here with us. My name is Willone, and please help me to welcome on our show today.
Oh wow, Willone. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Popina Khumanda.
Hi everyone. Welcome. I am Popina Khumanda. Thank you so much.
Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you on our show today. Thank you. It's really an amazing thing because you know what? You are a busy person.
What? I thought you were the busy one here because we've been like scheduling, rescheduling, changing dates the whole time.
You've been
but
flying.
Finally, here we are.
Finally, we are here.
Yeah.
And it's an honor, thank you for giving us an hour of your life. As a busy person, everything is really important. Every minute is very important.
Yeah, time is important.
Any minute is ticking for a very great moment.
Yeah.
And this right here, I would like to believe that is the most important minute or an hour for me and for us as well. Firstly, I would like also to thank our directors, our producers, Wanam Tui, Michelle, and Level Up Studios, who are behind our cameras. And my first question, who is Popina Khumanda? Who is this beautiful lady, young lady?
Popina Khumanda is my name.
Yes.
Yeah, Popina is my name, Khumanda is my surname. Yeah. And I would like to know that, people always get it wrong. Whenever someone asks them who is so-and-so, and they say, oh no, my name is Chantel, and yes, my surname is Dame,
Yeah.
But that is just a name and that is just a surname. But what really defines you, makes you the person that you truly are, is that you are a soul. I am a soul. Yes. And I have come to this world and I have experienced what I've experienced.
Wow.
And I would like to think that I am not my name, but I am just.
Wow.
I am just.
You make your name.
I
your
make.
Name
Yes.
does not make you.
We all make our names.
Wow.
So we must never introduce ourselves as my name is. You introduce yourself as, first of all, I make my name, and
Yes.
this is what I have been doing, and this is what I have been living for and experiencing on this planet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And what are you currently doing? What are you really currently up to? What are you up to?
Right now I'm about to graduate at Nelson Mandela University for advanced diploma in information technology. I went, it was a week ago, I was in Cape Town. I registered at University of Cape Town.
Wow.
I am currently busy with my honors degree in cybersecurity. I'm the tech girl, yes,
wow.
The IT girl,
wow.
the computer, the hacker,
wow.
I would like to think.
Wow.
And also busy writing a book, Building Freedom +243. We'll go deeper in that
okay.
as time goes on. Yeah.
Wow.
So that is what, and I'm working.
Okay.
I am working, yes.
So
I'm
you are
working.
a malfunction.
you know what, this is what we were built for as human beings. You can't just be one thing at a time. We are like living in multi dimensions, and I am just channeling all those dimensions at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys, viewers who are watching back home, I know somewhere, someone is about to give up. Someone is crying. Someone is going through a lot. You are going through some hardships in life. But I want you to listen very carefully. This story is going to change your conception of life. This story, her story, must change you. That's why we brought her here today. And it's an honor. So please, just stay tuned and be inspired. Don't give up in life. So much that you are supposed to give all ear on this show right now. Popina Khumanda, so beautiful. What's inspiring you? What is it that inspiring you to write this book that you're talking about? What exactly? What exactly?
You know, what is inspiring me to write this book is because it's something that is still happening today.
Yes.
It is something that is affecting a lot of young girls in Africa. And it doesn't necessarily have to be just in Africa, all over the world. It is something that is being like, people are not talking about it. They're not putting it out there. And I just feel like it's about time that someone has to say something about it. And that is me being captured for 5 years by the rebels in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Wow.
Where I was born.
Wow.
Where my life started, where I knew life. At that time, I knew life starts and ends there. So to be captured for 5 years, being raped every single day, being almost starved to death, and eventually managing to escape and finding my way to South Africa. That is what inspires me to write this book, because there's so many young girls out there who are going through what I went through, and they don't have a voice. They don't have the knowledge of literature. They don't have the knowledge of reading, and they have no idea that any other world exists but the world that they live in currently. So that is what has been inspiring me.
Wow. Talking of being captured, you know, and you mentioned rebels. From my own know-how, rebels, especially the guys from Congo, I've been, you know, following all the war and stuff from Congo. The guys will be heavily armed. How did you manage to escape? You know, you were 5 years old. And how did you manage to escape such a bad scenario, such a bad situation? How did you manage to escape? And you know what? It's so touching.
You know, we were there for 5 years. So when it was time about to escape, I was not alone. I was with my sister. And my sister was way older than me then. And I remember very well, like, I was being raped at that moment. And my sister came from the back and hit the guy with a rock.
Wow.
And it was a huge rock. Wow. She hit him to a point whereby, like, his face was, you couldn't even recognize him anymore.
Wow.
And we were both like our clothes were just filled with blood.
Wow.
And that was the moment where she was like, okay, we have to run for our lives, because we were going to be killed next.
Definitely.
So that was the push behind the escape. But if that incident never occurred, I wouldn't be sitting here today and talking to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's so inspirational. Your story is like a movie when it's on. How do you feel right now? How are you feeling?
Right now, I think it gets better with days and time, where I'm just like accepting that's where I come from, and I'm looking forward to what is yet to come. Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That's the future. And you know, looking at you, a young lady, beautiful, and
thank you.
I think you have the power, you have the knowledge, you're educated, and you can make it. I believe in you.
Thank you.
I believe in you. And so how did you get into SA? How? Did you fly? Did you drive? Did you ride a bicycle?
Excuse me? I wish we flew. At that time, I didn't even know like aeroplanes existed.
Wow.
So our way to South Africa, we walked. We walked to South Africa. Yeah, we walked.
You must be
There's
kidding.
so many African people that like walk to South Africa. There's so many African people that try to swim to United Kingdom.
How old were you when you were walking?
I was 10. I was
Jesus
10.
Christ.
I was 10 years old.
Guys, can you believe that? Can you actually believe that? Someone is sitting there and you're here in SAA and you know what? You're about to give up and you think some things cannot happen. Listen to this story.
No, we walked.
This story will change the way you think. This story will change your mentality. She walked from Congo. She was only 10 years old. And on your way to SA, obviously, you went through some things, some difficult situations. Tell me about it. Tell me about the journey to SA.
Well, you know,
it's like the journey from Egypt to what? The Canaan.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You know, like on our way to South Africa, it was not easy. I had no shoes.
Wow.
I had no shoes. I didn't have warm clothes on me. We didn't pack food. We were just living like day by day, and what we were eating is what we would see and we would grab and eat. We would like, if we get to a river, we'll stay there for like 2-3 days. We're just drinking water the whole time because we don't know when is the next time we'll find water. And what kept me going is that like my sister just kept telling me that when you get to South Africa, there is a better life waiting for you. Wow. There is a huge big purpose that you will have to fulfill. Like you are there, you are the messenger, and I need you to be at the right state of mind. Wow. So whatever you're going through right now is way difficult, but when you get there, the journey will be prepared and it will be set out for you in such a way that you can never give up.
Wow.
So for me, when I got here, I knew already those obstacles. I knew how it feels to sleep in the forest and there's like animals and there's like, it's dangerous. There's fear all over you. You don't know if you're going to make it today or if you're going to die the next second, you know? So when I got here, it was just a matter of, okay, the worst, the nightmare, I just come from hell. It's about time to make things happen. That's where I am right now.
Wow. And talking about that, you and your sister are like soldiers. That brings me to the question that what was your upbringing as a child? Your mother and your father. Tell me about your family. How were you brought up?
Like, you know, oh my goodness, you'll be so surprised. The person who brought me up is actually my sister. Wow. Yeah, we stayed together in the village. My mom was never around. Sorry, and my dad was never around as well. So my mother, my father was my sister. And funny enough, I'm the last born.
Wow.
And I am like the black sheep of the family.
Just like
right
me,
now.
I'm a last born,
Yeah.
Wow.
And how is it being a last born?
It's crazy. It's like you're carrying the weight.
Yeah.
And you see through everything. If you're a last born, you see all the wrongs.
And you're trying to fix it. Yes. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm seeing the wrongs that my sisters, my brothers, my mom, my dad, my grandfather, all of them have done. And I decided, you know what? It ends with me.
Wow.
Like, isn't it the same for you? You feel like it has to end with you.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And you know what? Talking about your mother and your father.
Yeah.
Are they still alive?
They are. My mom is very much still alive. and my dad is very much still alive. The social workers found my mom in 2013 when I was just like matriculating, and I got to see her for the very first time in 2019. And I was doing my first year at Nelson Mandela
So she's
University.
here.
She is not in South Africa. She's back in Congo.
In Congo, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but is she safe?
She's very safe. She's just being a mom. You know, mothers calling you, when are you sending me money? Yeah, but she's still around.
It's like my intro. You know, you are the past of your mother. When your mother is looking at you, she's actually looking at herself when she was young. She's looking at the past. When you are looking at your mother, you're actually looking at the future. What you're going to be. Now, it's now your turn to change whatever your mother went through.
Yeah.
Since you know where she is now.
I am looking at that, and I agree with you. I'm looking at my mom and I'm trying to fix, because I'm looking at my future and I don't want to end up there. You know, already I think I have overcome that. What she went through at the age of 13, she was married.
What?
By the age of 15, she had her first child.
Wow.
So she never really got to go to school, graduate, and live alone and experience, you know, her independence. So I'm looking at it in that way that like, okay, I need to do something different for myself.
Yes, that's
I need to go to school. I need to graduate. I need to have space for myself. And whenever I feel like I'm ready to get married, I'm ready to have children, I'm going to do it at my time. And I don't want to be a burden for my children one day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I'm busy fixing that. And it has been challenging because the whole system or the whole family structure is like, it's created in such a way that by this age already, I should at least have 2 children.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
and I should be married. Yeah, and I should be married. And I'm saying, no, not with me. The day I have children, there will be planned children. Have you seen how happy these planned children are?
Yeah.
They are just living like this. What is it? Gen Zs? What is Gen Zs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are so happy because they are planned.
Yeah,
they get to choose what life they want to live. What do they want to do? They are not forced into, you know, black tax and all those things. Yeah, so it's crazy out there.
You know, after what you have shared, your journey, your life, the rape case, multiple times. Why are you still standing? Why are you still strong?
You know, I don't think I would have been able to be here if it was not for God. First of all, I have to acknowledge that God has been with me throughout this whole journey. And also like being a woman that was raped, that was tortured, that was hated by men.
Wow.
Because my first experience with men was very extreme. You know, I never really got to see the loving side of the man, the soft side of the man. And I was straight introduced to like, men can rape you, men can beat you up almost to death. Men are cruel beings. So coming from that place and experiencing all of that, I had to sit me down and ask myself, it's not even an if. I come from a rape background, but does that define who I am?
No, not at all.
Doesn't matter how many men have raped me, how many men have beaten me up, how many men think I'm useless, I am not of value because they found me, I'm not a virgin, or they found me with like marks on my body that was created by other men, not because I wanted to, not because it's what I was made for. I had to sit me down, talk to myself about it and say, that does not define me. What defines me is who I choose to be today and what kind of woman I choose to become tomorrow. And with that, I found strength in loving myself. In loving myself, in taking care of myself, going to gym, reading, trying to eat healthy, you know, just pouring back into me, pouring back, because a lot was forced out of me. Now I'm taking all of that was forced out of me back into me to create that woman that I very much want to see walking around in the streets, happily free, wearing whatever she wants, being classy, sassy, and full of intelligence, you know. That is the woman I have been working so hard for to create and become.
You are that woman. You are so intelligent. You are so smart. You're so beautiful. You can be whoever you want to be. And you are someone that my daughter one day, I want my daughter to look like and to think like and to act like. You know, you're so powerful. You're an amazing person. And to women looking at this video right now, watching, please find yourselves in this young lady right here. I heard you mentioning earlier on about going to the gym and stuff.
Yeah.
It's that, and I've also been stalking you.
Yeah.
Your Instagram, your Facebook. It's like you like your status on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
You're always in the gym, you know, and to my surprise, you're always alone, working alone. Tell me, is that the reason? Is that the only way? Is that the way that you are healing yourself? Because I wanted to know how you are managing to heal. How are you healing from all these haunting past?
You know, it was not long ago I was very scared of being alone. And because of, I would think like, okay, what if someone or something comes and attacks me? I need to be around people all the time. So part of my healing, I took it to myself that let me learn, adjust to being okay with being by myself.
Yes.
So that in that way, I don't look for love in wrong places. I don't look for people to be around me in like bad situations, you know. Let me learn to be by myself. So I gym alone. I enjoy gymming alone. I can even go on hikes alone for 7 days, you know, in the forest, hiking. You know, finding yourself, you know, requires you to be in a place where you are alone.
Yes, that's true.
And then you get to then look inside you and analyze and discover what is within that you can bring out.
Wow.
So when I am working out, I enjoy being up by myself. When I am reading, I enjoy being by myself. I enjoy staying by myself because that is my way of healing. So that when the next person comes, I am fully, you know, equipped.
Yes,
I feel whole. I feel...
You can't love someone if you don't love yourself.
Yes. I'm busy just like reprogramming myself and shifting my whole paradigm into like being self-efficient, self-sufficient, self-love, self-caring, so that when the next person comes, a Q-tan or whatever, I'm ready, you know?
We are in Congo. The war is taking over. You are under captive. What were you eating? What was the supper? What was the meal? What was dinner? What exactly was going on? Would you please, you know, let me know what you survived on?
You know, when we were captured from 5 till the age of 10, the rebels were not really nice. They would feed us once a month, and they would just try and feed us so that, you know, like we were a bit strong enough for their trades. And most of the time we were not being fed, and we relied on rainwater to drink water as well. So eventually, like, I remember we just started like, it's not that we wanted to.
I know. I understand.
Or like we I think like when like we are like on the edge of survival, you just end up eating what you must eat so that you survive. And we just started like eating dead people.
What? Eating dead people?
Yeah. We started eating dead people.
Wow.
And some people got sick and died.
Wow.
And some of us are still standing.
Wow.
And
did you like cook? Did you eat raw or how? How did you eat?
We didn't have the luxury to like cook it. We didn't have the time to sit on the fire and braai. We ate it raw.
Wow. And you know, no one will ever judge you for that because of the situation that you were in. It forced you. And how would you feel right now about that? And like now you are free, now you are staying on your own, and when that comes back into your mind, when you're eating meat, what do you think?
You know, when I'm eating meat, funny enough, I love eating meat, and I always find myself hating myself for eating it. But then I can't stop. I'm so addicted to it.
Yeah.
More than anything else, when I'm eating, I just feel disgusted with myself. You know, and I always say, I shouldn't be eating this. This is bad. Meat is not right. I should reduce my meat. You know, I think it comes from feeling guilty that, you know, of the things that I had to do to survive. Yeah.
It was survival of the fittest. It was survival of the fittest, and you are not the one to judge.
And you know, there's this other time I watched X Factor, how like they like voluntary people go into the show and then they eat spiders, they eat cockroaches, they eat,
you could win that game.
I could definitely. But at the same time I felt like, wow, these people are out here playing a game. Do they know that these things really exist? It lives. You know, like there are so many people out there that are surviving on those ants, on those cockroaches, that they voluntarily just do it because they just want to win $1 million.
Wow.
And some of us, we don't get to win $1 million. We just get to break free from that reality.
And that's more than $1 million.
It's more than that.
Freedom.
I would love to think it's freedom. But then you get trapped into a different form of slavery again. So you just get trapped from the next layer to the next layer, you know, like from the next level to the next level. Yeah.
Do you see yourself in a movie? Because what you went through is a movie. And do you see yourself acting sometime in your life?
You know, like I hear that all the time. What I went through is a movie. It is not a movie. It's a nightmare. And what breaks my heart is that there's so many people that are still stuck there. So many young children that are still stuck there. And even if they like end up escaping, it's not guaranteed that they are mentally strong to still carry on. That's why there's so much suicides in, Congo, in teenagers, in small children, in adults, because like mentally some people are just not okay. And then I have to like find balance in all of that. And finding the balance is not the easiest at times.
There you are. Don't cry. You are the Moses. You are Moses. You are going to take the people to Canaan. Do you understand me? You are, to me, the true Moses. And I feel like it's your duty now, because you have been there. You know what is happening. And you know exactly that needs to be done. We have some organizations in the world. We've got United Nations, mostly. What message do we have for them?
I would say to the United Nations is like, don't fight guns with guns. What humanity needs right now is empathy, is love, and is care. Like, let us start building infrastructures that develops these countries. Let us put in clinics, schools, businesses, support businesses, like start tourism attraction in these countries, so that in that way we teach rebels, we teach the communities that there's much more to just guns and hate. Yeah, we can work together. We need to like bring back humanity at its basic and its lowest form ever. And from there, we can start building up these nations.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful. That's amazing. That's a strong message right there. What makes a broken woman?
Whoa, I must say that is a very weird and difficult question.
Yeah, I guess.
What I can say, what makes a broken woman is that, first of all, did you know that in order for God to bless you, to anoint you, he first breaks you?
Wow.
And when he breaks you, he gives you that time to figure out, to choose, because, we are born with a will of what I want. I choose what I want. I choose what I want to become. I choose where I want to end up. So God gives us that will of like, okay, I've broke you down.
Wow.
How are you going to build yourself up?
That's powerful.
So with women, with men, any other gender you choose to choose, or the other side, life is so complicated nowadays. In order for you to get to your blessings, you first have to be broken down. And then when you are broken down, you have a breakdown. You have to now sit, structure yourself, build yourself up, and become that monument that you have now built.
That's powerful. That takes me back to my intro.
Yeah.
That the future is actually in the past.
It is.
It's broken. It means you're already broken.
Yeah.
It's when you are broken. It's something that is in the past. You're already broken. And you now, you know what it takes a person that has been broken. You know what it means.
And you know what, William, in society, they tell us being broken is bad. Being broken means you can never be repaired. Being broken means you are a bad, rotten apple. Being broken is what builds structure. Being broken is what builds nations. Being broken is what builds souls. So in order for you to thrive, to win, you first have to break down. You first have to see yourself fail to win. So being broken is not a bad thing. All my life, I've been told I'm broken. Oh, she behaves this way because she's broken. She does certain things because she's broken. And today I realize that there was nothing wrong with being broken.
There you are.
Yeah, here you are too.
Strong and
Stronger than
beautiful.
ever.
Wow.
So like when you are broken, that is the time for you to embrace the brokenness.
Wow.
Like accept it, nurture it, build it, and create from that brokenness. Because out of that,
wow, that is powerful.
Comes a winner.
That is powerful.
Yeah.
As I mentioned earlier on, there's someone sitting at home. If you're watching this video, you must be inspired. You must be stronger. But right now, by now, you must be someone who is stronger. Listening to your story, I mean, she is a testimony in that.
Yeah.
It brings me to my next question.
What is it?
What advice do you have for some women that have been through what you went through? There are some women out there that have been raped, women out there that have been abused. What advice do you have for them? Because they are there, sitting, crying, broken.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for them?
You know, I would tell them what I went through. Yes. And what I did to overcome, and which was I accepted that I was raped. I accepted that I was captured for 5 years. Like most of my childhood was taken away from me, and I was introduced to this cruel, brutal world that existed. But in that, it came acceptance, and in acceptance came healing, and in healing came building. So you can cry about it, but don't cry for too long.
Wow.
Yeah, cry and get it over with. That is not you. What happened to you doesn't define you. It has nothing to do with you, but the person that did that to you. You just need to sit you down again and just like rebuild yourself, restructure.
Wow.
Build from that brokenness. Wow. Because from that brokenness is what creates and makes you a winner. Yeah.
Let's drink to that.
Let's definitely do that.
Guys, I'm really talking to a leader right now, and this is the future. And that leads to my next question. Like, what vision do we have for Africa? Because as I'm talking to you, I'm realizing that I'm talking to a leader, the future. You know, our future generation needs someone like you, stronger and bold and beautiful. What vision do you have for Africa?
You know, I see how most of my friends are busy, like relocating. They're going to Europe. And for me, I'm looking at Africa and I'm like, they are missing the whole vision, and the vision is Africa. Africa is definitely becoming like the center of attention, and there's so many like African leaders, politicians, you know, historians,
artists from America are flooding.
They are flooding to Africa,
relocating.
And what I got to experience is that like the other side I never knew existed. It was like just the history of Africa and the history of African people, and just being like around people that study history and that are so into history, like made me realize that actually the future is in Africa. And all these Americans and all these Europeans, they don't come here because Africa is dead. They come here because Africa is alive. So we need to bring all our qualified engineers, all our doctors, our surgeons, our artists back to Africa to rebuild our countries and our nation, because you know what, out of brokenness as winners.
Wow.
Yeah, we create winners out of brokenness, and that's what I think.
This is amazing, guys. You heard it for yourselves, and you are hearing it from our future leader, our future president of Congo.
Yes, definitely.
Are you gonna change Congo?
I would love to change Congo, and my vision is to one day go back and make a difference in the Democratic Republic of Congo, because there's so many talent, there's so many doctors dying, there's so many surgeons dying, there's so many engineers, there's so many historians, archaeologists, you know, writers that are dying. There's so many that has to be done in that country. And the world is sleeping on it. It's not really sleeping on it, but they are just oppressing it more and more. Yeah. So we need that.
We really need to do that. We really, and I'm with you right there.
Yeah.
And you know, like I'm gonna take you back a little bit to your rape case and stuff. Do you think our governments are playing their major roles in that kind of a scenario? Do you think our governments are really, you know, playing a major role, like really that much?
Like when you mean major role, like what exactly do you mean? Do you mean major role in like implementing the rapes?
Yes.
Or trying to solve the rapes?
Trying to stop the rapes, and also, you know, I believe in punishing people. I think punishing people is the best solution in our lives. Punishing people. People need to be punished. And I think they need to meet the right punishment. If you rape a woman, watinti mfazi, watiti mpokoto, you must meet the consequences. I try. There are classes in Zim. I'm originally from Zim.
Yeah.
And I think we have got classes in Zim. And I think yeah, that's where it's coming from now. Right now, my process is coming from there.
I'm loving it. Okay, so all this time nje ukhumsha nam kodwa yakwazi uthetha.
Hayi not kakhulu, okay, but yes mos. Sikona ikona imibuzo ungakwazi
akwazi ubuza ngeXhosa kodwa
yeah, like lendlela leni ufuneka lendlela ndifuna ukubuza ngayo. Yeah, yazi mos ufuneka ukwazi iXhosa kakuhle, ukwazi ukubuza lo mbuzo ufuna ukubuza wona. Like but hayi ke ndiyasizama mani nje kancinci, yazi.
Uyakwazi nosithutha ngeXhosa?
ngeXhosa ngingu umuntu omkhulu. Umuntu omkhulu nanzika umuntu omkhulu ngobaleka nini?
I think it's what was Nelson Mandela's claim name?
It's crazy, guys.
What is Nelson Mandela's claim name? Claim name Nelson Mandela. Ulihlahla. I think so.
Yeah, ne umuntu omkhulu.
Yeah, he's umuntu omkhulu.
But mnake my totem is moyo. Inhliziyo. Ndingoka moyo mna.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was about to cry. Like listening to your story.
Inhliziyo yakho isoft.
Ithambile kakhulu.
Inhliziyo yami.
Wow.
Oh baby.
Wow.
Look at the artists of you coming out.
Ithambile kakhulu. My heart is so soft.
Inhliziyo yami.
It's crazy, guys. This is amazing. And you know what? This takes us to our before we go.
Yeah.
What is, because you mentioned earlier on about the book.
Yeah.
What is the book all about? What is it gonna be about? And also, when is it coming out? And who is gonna be distributing this book?
Okay, so with the book is about my story, where I come from, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and how rebels are really ruling the country more than anything else. They're abducting young girls and boys, you know, trading amongst each other. Some boys are taken to mine in like mines for cobalt, diamonds, and that is illegal. They are being taken out of their families, and these boys go and these girls go there and they die there because those mines are not well equipped. They're not well structured engineeringly wise, you know. So like the tunnels like collapse and
entrap them inside.
And these little boys die, these little girls die. Some little girls and boys get, you know, human trafficked, their body parts get taken. I saw that, I experienced that with my own eyes.
Wow.
So that is what this book is going to be about, and how we escaped from, the Democratic Republic of Congo, walked all the way to South Africa. So that is the book.
Wow.
And it goes deep, and
that is powerful.
Yeah.
When is it gonna come out?
It should come
out.
Are
you still busy writing it, or you have got a certain date that you set that is it gonna come out?
Look at you wanting information, wanting details.
Yeah.
So there is a certain date, but I cannot reveal it right now due to like political business issues and stuff. Yeah, but otherwise the book is definitely coming out. It's on its way.
Wow.
So I just want you guys to look out for that.
Wow. That's amazing. And to our viewers out there, what message do you have for them? There's someone watching.
Yeah.
And that person is broken. That person is about to give up. Man or woman, it doesn't matter. A child or a girl child, a boy child is watching. A man, a girl, a woman is watching. What message do you have for them?
Wow. My message for you is that there can never be anything wrong with you.
Yes.
How you think, what you wear, where you come from, what has happened to you.
Wow.
You need to be okay with who you are. Accept who you are, and from there you will be able to create the life that you very much dream of. And there's nothing impossible out there.
Wow.
That is my message for you.
You heard it for yourselves, and this is powerful. This is so inspirational. This is so spiritual. I'm a very spiritual person, and listening to her, it motivated me to some extent. And I think if you're watching this will make you stronger. This is going to change your life. Don't give up. Don't forget about your past. Your past makes the best out of you. My name is Willionaire. We have been having Popina Khumanda, a beautiful queen from Congo, a future leader who's going to lead Africa. And for myself, I think Africa needs future leaders like her, female leaders. I vote for that. And with that, we say our goodbyes. And before we say goodbye, I'd like to thank our directors, the people behind the cameras. Madam Tui Michelle, thank you so much. Level Up Studios. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, Willionaire, Level Up Studios. Don't forget to follow Popina Khumanda. What's your business as well? I forgot about that. What is it that you're doing besides, writing books, besides flying around? You are a bee that is just flying around, making that honey, that sweet honey. Besides that, what else do you do?
Besides that, I have a hair business called Urban Doll Factory. You can find Urban Doll Factory on Instagram, Urban Doll Factory. And on Facebook, it's also Urban Doll Factory. So I make wigs, wig installations. I sell weaves, wigs, and wig products online.
Wow, yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you make women look more beautiful. That's your passion. That's your passion. My passion. So guys, if you're watching this, women out there, please support her. Support her. We're going to put her contact where you can contact her and buy her products. If you're in Port Elizabeth, if you're in South Africa, wherever you are, we do shipment. We can bring whatever you want from her. Let's support her. You have heard her story. Support her. She's going to school. She's still working hard. She's still, learning a lot. She's still paying for her own education. She needs us. She needs our support as much as possible. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Wilne. I love you so much, and God loves you. Don't forget to love him back. Love everyone back. Don't forget about God. Don't forget about your ancestors. And thank you so much for having us in your beautiful home, with a brilliant, different atmosphere. It was amazing having you on the show.
Thank you so much, Willow, for having me.
Stay beautiful.
Thank you.
Stay strong and stay focused. It's all about focusing. If you focus on anything, you are going to tackle it in this world. And that's the key to success. As you can see up there, the stairs, there are some books. If you check on our stairs, there are books that she have been reading, books that she have been, sucking the knowledge from. There she is. She's an amazing person. This means from the first step to the last step, you definitely need knowledge, and you need a know-how, and you must focus and read and read and read. My name is Willionaire, and thank you so much for watching. God bless you. I love you all. It's a goodbye.